Hey there. Quick story time. I just wanted to kind of give a story about something that happened to us yesterday, Subdivision Chronicles, and how entitlement runs really deep, especially in certain neighborhoods. Neighborhood, just historically, I think I posted about it not too long ago about the young man that was in our subdivision, had been racially profiled probably about a month ago by some of my neighbors. Put it out there. People wanted to talk about it, but there was really nothing that I don't know how you fix that other than let's not be racist. But it racism, you hate to think everything is racially driven, but it is. So yesterday, after having kids, pets, cleaning up pet shit in our yard for a while, getting toys out of the way, we've kind of asked on our neighborhood Facebook group, respect our property. We don't want to be picking up bikes. We don't want to have kids in our yard because, of course, if you say something to them, then parents get out of control about somebody saying something to their kids, even though they're disrespecting other people's property. So we said that, thought that there was an understanding. I'm working yesterday, driveway notification goes off, and there's somebody cutting through our driveway with their dog. And so I'm working and I saw the notification. I hit the speaker and told them, hey, can you please just get off of our driveway? Person went, turned around, and came back and did it again. So I'm just like, okay. I took a picture, a snapshot of what happened, put it on our Facebook group. You would have thought that I did something that was completely wrong. The way it's about maybe 5 to 7 neighbors that are always, in an uproar when somebody addresses them about their children or rules that they break. So I put it out there and they were like, well, you could have said something to them. Well, if I'm in the house working, I can't. I said, purpose in putting it out here is so someone can identify who this person is and just kind of tell them to stop. As a Black woman, I know I cannot go out and say something to certain kids without it being taken as I'm being hostile, aggressive, those type of things. So you would, again, me asking for people to stay off of my property, my husband and myself, it led to the most egregious conversation that it didn't even have to be. Instead of people saying, okay, I understand the boundaries, it was, well, is it because she was in your driveway? She didn't leave, she had her dog on a leash and she didn't leave dog poop. I don't care if she didn't leave dog poop. We have cleaned dog poop out of our driveway, in the grass in our yard. So you know what? To avoid any of that, a dog cutting through the driveway, shit, just don't go over there. Don't come in the driveway at all, and we won't have to worry about there being an accident. Dogs don't tell you when they have to go to the bathroom, and the owner won't clean it up. Well, I don't understand why you would be so upset about someone being on your grass. Well, I do, because it's a repetitive thing. Just stay off of our property. We'll be good. Nobody has to tell us that. We were raised that way. I was raised, you don't go in other people's yards. Kids, you definitely wouldn't leave toys in somebody's yard. We had a report the other day where people were, a neighbor put on the Facebook group that some little girls were swinging on her mailbox like monkey bars. There was no outrage for that. The parents of these kids know who it is, but nobody says anything to their kids. So when you speak up for yourself, it's a problem. One of my neighbors even called me a kid, and anybody that knows that connotation has to know that you're trying to be disrespectful and disparaging, because I'm a grown woman. So it just turned into a big mess. For anybody that is confused, kid is equivalent to calling a Black woman a gal or a boy, because I'm not a kid. I'm grown. I'm addressing everyone. I don't know who this person is. Let's just stop it. If I don't know who it is, I can't go talk to him. But I have seen so much Karen behavior since this went out. And it's just like, at what point, does racism stop? And people say, oh, it's not race related. It's just because you're being mean. You're not being neighborly. When you infringe on other people's property, there's a problem. So I don't know how much clearer that has to be. Obviously, it's 5 or 6 people in my subdivision that don't get it. Now, one thing about me is I don't back down. I'm going to keep going back with you. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm going to keep going. My husband has the same energy. So we with the shit. But, you know, I just think that where is all this entitlement coming from? I don't understand. If you don't want to have boundaries, you don't want to have rules, buy a house that doesn't have an HOA. I like rules. I can follow the rules. I can follow them. If they say don't park on the street, guess what I'm going to not do? Park on the street. I don't want any issues because I want to buck the system. It's a new age, especially with younger people that feel like they can do whatever they want and nobody's supposed to say anything. Well, I'm not that person. I'm not that person. And you can be cute all you want to and think that you're being cute on social media, but keep that same energy when you see me, because it won't be the same. But moral of the story, racism is real. You know, I live in Nashville, so I'm just going to have to say I feel like it's racism and entitlement. I mean, I don't know how many black families are in my subdivision. I would say maybe 4. And, you know, when people don't follow the rules, and because I was on the HOA board too, I think that people are already upset. I was on the board for 4 years, but there are the same repeat offenders. Same repeat offenders that do whatever they want. They utilize all the areas in the subdivision as their personal backyard. And when somebody says something, they go to hell in a handbasket. Not saying that it's a liability issue or you're inconveniencing other people. No, it doesn't matter, because as long as I get to do what I want to do. I don't know where this mentality comes from, but entitlement is real. And I'm going to say racism is real, because black people saying that we don't want people on our property, just stay off of our property, that's all we ask, triggered a lot of feelings for people. I don't know. Has anybody else experienced this? Let me know.